Hello friends, I'm Tim WIldsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the CSB Scripture Notebooks from Holman Bibles. Okay, so my goal at Bible Review Blog is to help you find a Bible that's right for you. And when it comes to things like this, Bible journals or scripture notebooks, there is a lot out there. It seems like almost every major translation or publisher has some sort of offering like this. And the folks at Holman Bibles, who are the publishers of the Christian Standard Bible, the CSB, recently released these, the CSB Scripture Notebooks. And I'm just going to say, I've checked out a bunch of these different ones that different companies make. These are really great. They're not flashy. They're very simple, they're very clean, but they look good, they feel great, and they get the job done. And the job is to give you space to take notes and to journal while you're reading and studying Scripture. I don't know about you, but I've never really come up with a really great method for journaling and note-taking in my Bible, and I'm always really afraid to do that, to start writing something down and then to change my mind about how I wanted to do it, and then I've messed up a good Bible, or honestly, my handwriting is not that great, particularly when I try to cramp it down into small, tight spaces. And so something like this just gives you the space to do that. And so if you are a CSB fan, if you've been wanting to check out the Christian Standard Bible, these are a really great version of what these things do and what they are. I'm really impressed with them. So let's take a look. Okay, so I'm looking at the New Testament set. You can buy these individually, or you can buy them in sets like this. It comes, if you get them in a set, in this hard-sided slipcase that looks really sharp. There you see you have all of the books of the New Testament. I'm just going to pull one of these out of here. Let's get Matthew out. I'm going to set this aside for a second. So there you see the cover on the outside. Really, really nice look. It's kind of almost like a copperish rose gold finish to it. On the spine there, CSB Scripture Notebook, Matthew, Holman. On the cover, CSB Scripture Notebook, Matthew. And then the little kind of tagline is read, reflect, respond. Now the size of these is pretty standard as far as other scripture notebooks like this go. It's 5 3/4 inches wide and it's 8 inches tall. Really nice and floppy. It's got a clean look as far as the cut goes to it. It does have a sewn binding, so it's going to stay together really well. On the back, so this is just like a little sticker that's on there, so you can kind of peel this off really nice and easily. And there you go, the Christian Standard Bible logo. Now, you can kind of tell in this video, this is a really, really lovely texture. I love the color of the blue. I know that's subjective, but I love the color of the blue. And it almost has like this, it's got some texture to it. It's like made of some sort of recycled paper or something like that. It just has a really nice feel to it. It kind of gives you something to grip. But for me, just from the outside, really clean, really classic, very, very simple. And I like that. Looks great on the bookshelf. So opening this up, you see CSB Scripture Notebook, same thing on the cover. There's your CSB logo and the Holman Bibles logo. If you're not familiar with Holman Bibles, it's just the Bible publishing arm of B&H, which is part of Lifeway. So this is a Southern Baptist company. So you see the interior is using the Bible serif font created by 2K Denmark. I talk a lot about the comfort print fonts when I talk about Bibles from Thomas Nelson and Zondervan. This is also a Bible called Bible Serif that was designed by 2K Denmark. I love the font of this Bible. Okay, so the word Matthew, straight into the text. And this is what you get. You get single column text on one side, lined paper on the other side. This is a 12-point font. So that's like, I think that's in terms, like that's up there in the giant print territory. So if you have another CSB Bible that you're using on a regular basis, it's probably unlikely that it's got a font this big. So you can use this in conjunction with that. It's really, really nice. This just looks really sharp. You see it uses the CSB things like bolding the letters that are direct quotes in the New Testament of quotes from the Old Testament, things like that. But it just looks really sharp. I think this is about a college-ruled line. You can see a little bit as far as the ghosting goes, but this is really nice, thick paper. It's probably close to 100 GSM. It looks really great. You're not going to have a problem writing on this and there being a whole lot of bleed through on the other side of the page. What it reminds me of is like a really nice novel, the kind of paper you'd get in a novel. It's like got that creamy look to it. It's got a nice texture and it's very, very thick. And y'all, that's the entire thing. I mean, it's literally just single column text of Scripture on the left, lined notebook paper on the right. And it goes all the way through the Bible just like that. As I said, it's really simple. It's really straightforward. There's no cross-references. There's no textual footnotes. It's just the text of the CSB Bible in a format like this. Now, you do get pretty nice margins over here, so if you wanted to have like a little system and write notes on the outside and then have notes on the lined paper, you could do that. It's got some nice space around both the outer edge and the bottom. And then you get to the end, after Matthew 28, and they give you a couple extra lined sheets. I like that they're numbered. The page numbers are numbered, so you can kind of look for your notes based on page number. I think that's really nice. And overall, just really simple, really clean. I mean, there's no need to belabor the point. This is a really nice, simple, clean version of the Bible journal. They call them scripture notebooks. I'm very impressed with these. I like this set. I love the color. I definitely think that they've hit a home run with these. They didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They just did a really good job. I had a second thought and thought it would be good to show you a comparison. So this is the ESV scripture journals. This is the NKJV Bible journals. This is Crossway, Thomas Nelson, and then the Holman Christian Standard Bible ones in the middle. You can see they're all pretty much the same size. These two are most alike, the CSB with the ESV. It's got the same size. It has that kind of textured cover, and then they both have that creamy paper, really simple. The font over here seems a little bit bigger on the CSB, but it's very, very similar in overall scope and size. And this kind of feels like they were out of the gate first with this one. The NKJV one, you can see, has a really bright white paper, slightly bigger font. They have textual footnotes down here, so they're doing it a little bit differently, the ones at Thomas Nelson. But they're all great. They all look sharp. They all feel great. But this CSB one, I think is really great. So there you have it. It's the CSB Scripture Notebooks from Holman Bibles. I love these things. I think they're great. As I said, simple, clean, easy to use. I would love to know what you think, whether you have a copy of these or just what your first impressions from watching this video. So leave me a comment and let me know. You can buy these as individual copies. You can buy them in sets, like this is the New Testament set. So I'll put links in the description of this video to where you can find a place to purchase these. And I'll also do a full write-up of this at BibleReviewBlog.com. So you can see this video, you can see great photos, and you can read more about it if you want to keep considering it. Definitely check Bible Review Blog out on Instagram and Facebook. We have a great community out there on social media that's chatting about the Bible and having a really good time. It's been a lot of fun lately. And while you're here on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I've got a lot of great Bible content here and I've got more on the way. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.